Do you often feel tired? Are you dealing with brain fog, stubborn weight, or aching joints that make you feel older than your age? The root cause of these issues could be hidden inflammation, triggered by everyday items you might not suspect. This is not the clear, short-term inflammation you get from an injury. It's a quiet, ongoing issue inside your body. In this video, we will reveal 7 secret inflammation triggers that could be in your pantry or part of your daily routine. Some of these will surprise you, and number 7 is a mistake many health-conscious individuals make. Before we begin, let's briefly explain chronic inflammation and why it's harmful. Acute inflammation is your body's way of healing an injury or fighting infection, and it resolves once the job is done. That's positive. But chronic inflammation is like a fire alarm that never stops ringing. The emergency team remains, and over time, their constant presence starts to damage the house they are meant to protect. This ongoing, low-grade inflammation is a silent threat linked to almost every major chronic disease, such as heart disease, type 2 diabetes, autoimmune disorders, and even mood disorders like anxiety and depression. It often shows up as subtle symptoms like ongoing fatigue, brain fog, bloating, and unexpected weight gain. The good news is that you have the ability to extinguish this fire by identifying the hidden fuel sources. First on our list is one of the sneakiest culprits, the so-called healthy foods packed with hidden sugars. You've worked hard to cut out candy and soda, but did you know that your morning yogurt, whole grain granola bar, or jarred pasta sauce could contain as much sugar as a dessert? Food manufacturers often use over 50 different names for sugar, including cane crystals, fructose, dextrose, and maltodextrin. When you eat these hidden sugars, your blood sugar levels rise, leading to the release of inflammatory chemicals called cytokines. Over time, this constant sugar intake contributes to chronic inflammation and disrupts the balance of your gut bacteria, which can result in a condition called dysbiosis, a major factor in inflammation itself. The solution? Become a label detective. Ignore the flashy claims on the front of the package. Flip it over and check the ingredients. If sugar is listed among the first few ingredients, it's better to put it back on the shelf. Choose plain, unsweetened yogurts, make your own salad dressings, and opt for whole foods as much as possible. So if sugar is the enemy, artificial sweeteners must be the solution, right? Not so fast. Our second hidden trigger is the very thing many people choose for a healthier option: artificial sweeteners. Substances like aspartame and sucralose, found in items from diet sodas to sugar-free snacks, can be deceptive. While they don't have calories, increasingly compelling research suggests they may harm our gut health. These sweeteners can upset the balance of our gut bacteria, promoting the growth of inflammatory strains. This can damage the gut lining and activate an immune response, causing the low-grade inflammation you were hoping to avoid. Some recent lab studies indicate that certain newer sweeteners like neotame might damage gut cells and turn normally healthy gut bacteria harmful. The fix? Retrain your taste buds. Swap sugary and artificially sweetened drinks for water, sparkling water with lemon, or unsweetened herbal teas. If you need a sweetener, consider small amounts of natural options like pure stevia or monk fruit, which seem to have a more neutral effect on gut health. You've filled your cart with fresh veggies and lean meats. But what oil are you using to cook them? Our third hidden trigger could be the oil in your frying pan. Many common vegetable and seed oils are highly inflammatory. Oils like corn, soybean, sunflower, and canola oil are very high in omega-6 fatty acids. While we need some omega-6s, our modern diets have created an unhealthy balance. Experts generally agree that the ratio of omega-6 to the more anti-inflammatory omega-3 fats should be much lower than it currently is in many Western diets, which can be as high as 20-to-1. This imbalance can lead to systemic inflammation. Additionally, these oils undergo heavy processing, making them unstable. When heated, they can oxidize and form free radicals, unstable molecules that damage your cells and increase inflammation. The solution is to change your oils. Avoid highly processed vegetable oils and replace them with more stable, anti-inflammatory options. Extra virgin olive oil and avocado oil are great for low to medium temperature cooking. For dressings and finishing dishes, flaxseed oil is an excellent source of anti-inflammatory omega-3s. Inflammation isn't just about what you eat, it's also about how much you move, or don't. Our fourth hidden trigger is not in your kitchen, it's in your chair. A sedentary lifestyle can strongly contribute to chronic inflammation. Sitting for long periods shifts your body into a low-energy state. This leads to loss of muscle and increase in fat, particularly around your belly. This visceral fat acts like an organ, releasing inflammatory cytokines into your bloodstream. This creates a persistent, low-grade inflammatory state. In fact, inactivity can hinder your body's ability to break down fats and sugars, further promoting inflammation. The solution isn't to run a marathon. It's simply to break up periods of sitting. Set a timer to remind you to stand up, stretch, and walk around for a few minutes each hour. Take the stairs. Consider using a standing desk. Even a brisk 30-minute walk most days can significantly reduce inflammatory markers and counteract the harm caused by sitting. Have you ever felt worn out after a stressful week? That's no accident. Our fifth hidden trigger is the powerful duo of chronic stress and poor sleep. These two factors are linked and create a harmful cycle of inflammation. When you experience constant stress, your body releases the hormone cortisol. In short bursts, cortisol can reduce inflammation. However, when stress is ongoing, your body can become resistant to cortisol's effects, allowing inflammation to thrive. This chronic stress often leads to poor sleep. When you don't get enough quality sleep, ideally 7 to 9 hours, your body cannot carry out essential repairs. Research shows that people who sleep less than 6 hours a night tend to have higher levels of inflammatory markers like C-reactive protein, CRP. A lack of rest weakens your immune system and pushes your body into a pro-inflammatory state. The solution is to focus on both stress management and good sleep habits. Include stress-reducing practices in your day, such as meditation, deep breathing, or spending time outdoors. To improve sleep, set a regular bedtime, make your bedroom dark and cool, and avoid screens for at least an hour before bed. Our sixth hidden trigger is lurking in the ingredient lists of many packaged foods. Common additives. We're referring to items like carrageenan, found in many nut milks and processed meats, and monosodium glutamate, or MSG. While some additives are generally considered safe, some people may be sensitive to them. For those individuals, substances like MSG can cause an inflammatory response, leading to symptoms like headaches and fatigue. Additionally, some animal and lab studies have linked certain additives like carrageenan to gut inflammation and digestive problems. The solution, once again, is to read labels carefully and prioritize whole foods. The fewer ingredients on a label, the better. If you see a long list of unrecognizable chemical names, it could be a warning sign. Cooking from scratch with fresh, unprocessed ingredients is one of the best ways to avoid these potential triggers and take control of what goes into your body. This last trigger might surprise many fitness enthusiasts. We know being inactive leads to inflammation, so more exercise must be better, right? Not necessarily. Our seventh hidden trigger is overtraining. Exercise is a form of physical stress. The right amount of stress is good for you. It triggers a small, acute, inflammatory response that is essential for muscle repair and strength building. However, excessive exercise without enough rest can turn acute inflammation into chronic inflammation. This condition, known as overtraining syndrome, creates systemic inflammation. Instead of feeling energized, you might feel constantly fatigued, experience sore muscles, become ill more often, and notice a drop in performance. Your body is signaling that it can't keep up and is stuck in a damaging cycle of inflammation. The solution is to listen to your body. True fitness isn't about crash and burn efforts. Focus on rest days and active recovery, such as gentle walking or stretching. Increase your workout intensity gradually instead of making drastic changes. Remember that real progress occurs during recovery. Allowing your body to rest is as crucial as the workouts themselves. So there you have it, 7 hidden inflammation triggers you may have missed. We've looked at hidden sugars, artificial sweeteners, refined oils, sedentary behavior, chronic stress and poor sleep, food additives, and even overtraining. The key takeaway is that you are in control of your health. It's not about achieving perfection overnight. It's about making small, intentional choices every day. By recognizing and reducing these hidden sources of fuel, you can start to put out that silent internal fire and unlock a new level of energy and well-being. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more tips on taking charge of your health. Now, I'm curious, which of these triggers surprised you the most? Was it the cooking oils or the fact that too much exercise can be an issue? Let me know in the comments. For your next step, click here to watch our video on the top 10 anti-inflammatory foods you should eat every day, and start tackling inflammation with your next meal. Thanks for watching, and here's to your health.